sixth flight of Starship. Everything looking good so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, Alex, but I see 33 healthy
out of
Raptor
33.
engines.
Indeed,
Absolutely.
just went through max Q, supersonic. It's, going through 20 kilometers right now. You can see there the SpaceX speed.
Yep.
Everything healthy so far. It's
Absolutely
it's been a
gorgeous.
gorgeous launch.
And we are just approaching now the hot staging maneuver, something that we didn't give that much attention, but of course it's absolutely insane. They will ignite the engines on the ship before the Miko, before the stage separation. So what they basically do is they will use the thrust of the second stage to push the second stage away from the booster, and that maneuver is coming up. That hot staging maneuver. So far, everything looking good.
Watch out for that main engine cutoff. Well, I guess most engines cut off now.
Yep.
Let's see.
And
There
there it
we
is, hot
go.
staging.
And
Looking good so far.
ship
And again,
engine start.
the booster will do a flip now. The booster will
There
do
you
the
go.
flip right away out of this maneuver. You can see it there, and the booster is now in boost back.
That's the flip.
And now we are in the critical phase where the flight director
And tower is go for catch.
Let's go. That's what we want to hear. That means they will try to attempt the catch here. The second catch attempt of the Starship
Also,
program.
That boost back burn going well. All 13 engines on the booster are firing, heading back to the launch site. They are go for the
Absolutely
catch.
insane. And that catch is coming up roughly at 7 minutes after liftoff. So you're already halfway there from liftoff, just saying. And in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we will know if Booster 13 will follow Booster 12 in a successful catch attempt. Boost back burn
We see
looking
first-
healthy.
Should we say first? That's the first shutdown,
And that's good.
and then a final shutdown. It's staggered.
And remember, this
Let's see.
maneuver is a bit different for versus Falcon 9. So while Falcon 9 performs an entry burn to slow itself down, this requirement
we
does
go.
not exist for Super Heavy. So the next burn this booster will conduct is
Hot stage and
the
ring has
landing
been
burn.
separated, by the way. You can see it there now floating separately from the booster. If you squint, of course, because it's very close to it right now.
Absolutely crazy. There it goes. Coasting down back to the launch site. And that booster is now our center of attention the next 3 minutes. Looking good so far. Whew, Alex. Ascent already going great.
Oof. The ship continuing into orbit.
That's what we want to hear. The ship, of course, on its own journey.
It looks like the booster is now no-go for a catch.
Okay, there we go. That was
It's going to
something
be
that
diverting to a splashdown, unfortunately.
There we go. SpaceX has confirmed that not everything apparently is green for catch, and they will abort
the tower
catch
was
attempt.
go before, but during that boost back burn, it seems like they have decided to not go for the catch.
And that
It's
is the
okay,
final commit. That's a final commit,
why
right,
all
Alex?
of these, that's why all of these commit criteria need to be followed and need to be looked through and everything. It's why they are there, right? But hey, ship continues into orbit. The booster will not return to the launch site, but it will attempt a splashdown on the Gulf of Mexico. So if that goes well, that'll be a good piece of data that they'll get from the booster.
Absolutely. This is we still have a lot of things to track here today. So get ready for still a lot of excitement in the next few. And the ship, I mean, let's be real. The star of the show today is very much also the ship. That
Look at
quite
that.
a journey for us. Look at that.
Now
booster.
it's re-entering, but remember they have just confirmed no catch, so it is going to be attempting a splashdown. We're going to try and track it all the way and see if we have luck.
Yep, absolutely. Look at that tracking. Gorgeous. And basically the booster has changed its trajectory, so it's no longer going closer to the tower.
Should be coming up on that landing burn. There you go.
That's the landing burn. That's what we want to see. And there's the water.
Down selecting to 3.
There's the 3. And
See, it's doing the translation just as if it was being caught. And now,
Yep.
There you go. And I would not be surprised if now it blows.
Need an English proficiency test for your U.S. college applications? Take the Duolingo English test, the most affordable and convenient way to assess your English skills. Accepted by over 5,500 universities.
And I would not be surprised if now it blows up, by the way. So don't be surprised. Yeah, there you go. Good job, Booster. Good job.
Yeah.
Was that the sound?
I think that was the burn, right? So next time,
yeah.
I'm listening. Do we get a boom?
The ship, meanwhile, continues to go into a nominal trajectory. So far, so good.
And it seems like we don't get the explosion sound. But yeah, everything on the ship seems to be going well. And that, again, that can happen. Like, let's be real. This is a thing that can happen. And that we always said, they only would commit for this catch if everything went absolutely perfect. Oh, there it is.
Engine count, look at that. Okay, the vacuums have shut down as expected. Should be coming up very close to that final shutdown. Look out for that speed. Should be, I think it's targeting about 26,000 kilometers per hour for these flights. But don't quote me on that.
Going down here. But, I mean, ship looking good so far. We have not heard that anything on the ship is... and there it is. Engine shut off.
There you go.
Ship. We are now waiting for confirmation of good orbit on ship. And the ship has quite a few milestones still to go here. Because the ship will still perform an engine relight in space. And will also try to perform, of course, this more aggressive...
And good insertion.
There we go. That's good. That enables SpaceX to do more milestones here. And potentially get a lot of valuable data from the ship. Wow. Look at these views. I love that engine camera. I'm glad we are getting that. And I hope we get that during the engine relight. When is that engine relight again? Do we have a timing of that?
Yeah, it is about 37 minutes into flight, so about 26 minutes
Really
from
cool
now.
to see it lift off.
Absolutely.
To be more precise, if everything follows the same timeline, which again, times are approximate, but SpaceX has it at T plus 37 and 46 seconds. So that's sort of the point in the timeline. So we have a little bit of a coast phase here. One thing that I'm looking forward to, though, during this coast phase, we're going to see orbital sunset.
Oh, true.
And then sunrise.
That's going to be cool.
So watch out for that.
Absolutely. And I believe we maybe have somebody on comms here again. Gene, do we have you?
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. That was not intentional for my audio to cut out on top of the roof because I was going to talk, but the fates collided, and all I had to do was stand and watch. And I wanted to commentate on what was going on in front of me, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I got to see the Starship launch, and I didn't do anything. I'm just speechless to see this amazing rocket take off and fly, and the rumble and the roar that comes rolling across on the South Padre Island. Just incredible. Just incredible. And then we saw hot staging, and you wait till you see Doss's footage. Oh My
I
goodness.
think we've seen some of it here.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's amazing. It was amazing. I'm just
absolutely
speechless. Look at that beautiful
wow.
vehicle.
And we still have we have quite an action ahead of us, Eugene.
We do.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have the whole ship re-entry. We have the reignition of that Raptor engine in space. That's
Did I
going to be
see an
amazing.
engine bay cam? Did I see an engine bay
Yep,
cam?
you
I did.
you
I
predicted
knew
it. You predicted
knew
it.
Elon watches.
Absolutely.
Elon watches. He knows.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to this. I will, like, folks, again, we try to set expectations here. This was always something that could happen, and this doesn't make it any less exciting. And it still looked like a good landing burn. We have to say that, like the whole profile, Alex, the whole like approach that looks very much tower-esque, right?
Yeah, you could see it sort of, sliding in as it was landing on the ocean. So yeah, that was very neat. We did not see that with Booster 11, unfortunately, not only because it was further down range for that landing when it simulated the landing on Flight 4, but also because the weather was kind of horrible, to be fair. Today, the weather was a lot more beautiful, a lot more clear.
It'll be interesting to hear why they didn't go for the catch. And again, we talked about earlier in the broadcast, they're pushing the boundaries of what these vehicles can do intentionally. So it's going to be interesting to me to kind of go back and listen and see why they decided to go for the water landing. And
Yeah,
Jack,
apparently at first the tower was go, but it
Yeah.
seems like it was something during the boost back burn for the booster. It seems at least that something was not right there.
yeah, I mean, Jack wanted an
and-
explosion, right?
And that's absolutely understandable. Just to point
Yep.
this out again, this rocket, you have a lot of boosters. They have a lot of boosters. They have a lot of ships. They right now only have one operational launch complex.
Yep.
So protecting that at all costs, if something is not right, that is the right approach, because they can launch again in 2-3 months and try again. But they cannot rebuild a whole launch site in 2-3 months if they completely have something off and land a booster inside of it. So that is the approach that we want to see. That is a very reasonable decision. And yeah, I mean, absolutely still amazing footage. The pictures are absolutely beautiful of this launch so far.
Yeah, and from the roof, seeing it with my own eyes. Again, I right before I cut out, I was like, "Look, I have no magnification. I'm not even. I didn't even have my phone out. It was just standing on the roof with a group of folks and just watching it. And I can't explain what it's like. I've watched NSF for so long. I've seen all of the launches, and I hear the rumbles from the cameras in the field and the folks doing their job. But to feel it hit is just unbelievable. It's just something I'll never forget. And this is only Flight 6. How many more?
Yeah.
We got a lot more to go.
We absolutely still have a lot more to go.
What is that shot? Oh, that's down the flap.
Yeah, that's down one of the flaps. It's amazing, these views that we're getting, right? That how we're seeing almost orbital sunset, I guess, because it's actually not orbital, but you know what I mean.
I love how the stainless steel, when exposed to that kind of heat, starts tinting those colors. I looked up what that was called the other day, and I forgot it. I just watched a rocket launch, and my brain is
Look at these people there.
Oh yeah!
Wow. And there's the banana.
Oh.
There's the banana payload.
Yeah, there it is.
Banana for scale.
Open the door.
Yep.
Pez dispense that banana.
You can see
Yep,
the cables are not in tension. They are essentially free floating now.
I got my bananas.
Absolutely gorgeous here. And we still have that engine relight and re-entry. And I mean, if at the end of the day you're getting an engine relight in space of a Raptor engine and the re-entry footage, I mean, I'd take that. It's still gonna be quite an exciting evening, and that will be about the next hour. Because until that ship re-entry, we are talking about it will start in less than an hour. But if the ship goes all the way, it's about an hour. if we get to all the way to splashdown. So yeah, there's
There we go.
the roof team.
I was wearing my shirt. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist a wardrobe change before I ran up to the roof, so I had to change. But hey, guys, I had to change my I just changed my shirt for this launch. First rocket launch. Got to wear my captain's uniform.
Yep, I agree.
Just waving my nerd flag. Now we're looking. It's going to come into the Indian Ocean right at dawn. Do we know where in the sunlight it's going to be?
It will be roughly at dawn, if I recall correctly. But that's the most exciting thing here, right? We are getting a ship flip and a ship landing for in daylight.
I'm really interested to see how the sides of the ship, how they handle not having the TPS tiles. And again, they're pushing these vehicles to the limit. I want to ride one. I mean, you guys don't. Everybody knows you guys.
Nope.
I'm in. Elon, I'm ready. DM me.
Alex and I have committed for a journey of covering Starship while sitting on Earth.
Can I interrupt you two? Can you look at your screen there? How beautiful that blue line is.
Yeah,
I just wanted to bring that up because it's gorgeous, and I cannot wait to see that relight. That relight might happen. I'm mostly sure it'll happen in nighttime, so we're gonna see some interesting light spectacle there. And then when it re-enters, it'll go into daylight. So yeah,
absolutely amazing. Spectacular. And yeah, this is basically, we are right now experiencing the sunset before that sunrise, which will then result in the ship re-entering over the Indian Ocean. It's gonna be quite a spectacle.
Yeah, the Earth is off to the right on your screen, looking down the ship. So that's why when you saw that halo, that blue line of the sun coming through the atmosphere, absolutely incredible views.
Yeah, I fully agree. There we go. There's look at that blue line. Look at that. Oh. That's ridiculous.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Can go see it fading away.
Oh my!
I don't even know what we're looking at. Like, which camera is this? Because it's so dark that you cannot even see the ship.
But
that's fantastic.
I just. Whenever that relight is, right? When we don't know when it's going to happen. I'm just waiting for the engine bay cam to turn on, and
it is if the SpaceX timeline is to be believed, that should be at T plus 37 minutes.
It's a space nanner. When was the last time we saw the inside? Wasn't it? Was it
Flight 3?
3? Yeah, when they tried to open the payload bay door and all the venting came in and was flopping around.
You can see the banana has floated a little bit up on the payload bay.
That's their 0G indicator, right?
It's a 0G banana.
That's 0G banana. I want that on a shirt too, Adrian. 0G banana.
I guess it makes sense on their 420th launch.
Yeah, it's so far that ship is very much going. And we are approaching slowly but surely that moment of Raptor relight, which will be amazing to see. That burn, Alex? That burn is probably just a few seconds, right?
Yeah, I will expect that to be just very, very short burn.
But so right now the propellant is floating around in the tanks, and they push liquid oxygen out? No, they wouldn't do that. They would put something with their RCS thrusters. They're going to move the ship forward slightly to settle everything. Or are we talking about pressurization from the? Oh my gosh! Again, just saw a rocket launch from the other tanks.
One thing that we should be seeing shortly, I don't even know if we're going to see actually, because, well, yeah, darkness, right? But they should be preparing that Raptor engine to relight, and that involves chilling down the engine, right? And so I'm not sure if we're even gonna be able to see that process, but that will be very, very interesting to know if maybe they'll show it or not.
Folks are saying that the booster. I mean, we saw the explosion. Is it floating? I mean, it's got to be a chunk of it. I don't know. We
I mean,
saw
yeah.
Some chunks might
it could be.
have floated. Yeah, they'll get rid of that eventually.
Oh yeah.
And we are of course looking here, standing by for
That was an expensive payload to get into.
yeah, that's probably the most expensive launch banana ever.
The banana. Somebody could get it from the Indian Ocean. Who knows? Probably not, but I love it. SpaceX has a sense of humor. That's kind of, it's fun covering their launches because there's always something different. It's fun to cover.
Absolutely.
Guys, I can't say enough. If you've never seen a rocket launch, you can come right here and see it. I never thought this would happen, that I would be able to do this, and thank all of you guys, everybody, NSF and everybody in chat, and just everybody. You know, over 15,000 people watching right now. I'm stunned. You guys all told me too. You warned me, and I didn't believe you.
Yeah,
Adrian's like, I want you to watch the launch. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be up there talking to it. No, he goes, Gene, I want you to watch the launch. And brother, you were right. It's crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
That's interesting. That's the lightning protection tower,
Comms tower.
pole. Oh, the comms tower.
Yeah, comms
Damaged.
weather tower.
I mean, they said if not everything is perfect. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's not in the middle. Is that in the middle of the tower section, not the piece that sticks over? Is that, or we know exactly where that is on the tower, on the top? Yeah, back to, because it's just the pressure that moves that, right?
but also Ryan Weber in the back channel saying that that thing has seen damage basically on every single launch. So yeah, but maybe there's some relation. We'll see. SpaceX hopefully confirms to us why the whole catch was aborted, but we're standing by for more information of that, and of course we are standing by to potentially see potentially at this point it's very much confirmed that this ship will re-enter. The question is just in what configuration and orientation. But there's one thing for certain, that ship will re-enter.
Poor tower, look at that.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's alone. It's asking for a hug. Even the arms didn't even close. They're still open.
It's waiting to hug the booster.
But you know what? At least the turnaround time of the pad will be shorter because it didn't have to endure a landing burn. I joke, but you know, we're gonna have to wait a little bit until that 7th flight, because that'll be with the Block 2 version 2.
One place takes the crown of the most prestigious address in Koramangala.
I think we got a special treat on Flight 5 with a catch. I really do. Because all those things have to go exactly right for them to say, yes, go for catch. And if there was something wrong with the boost back bird, and they said, you know what, guys, let's just play it safe, save the OLM. As Adrian said, I'd rather replace a booster than an OLM because they don't have another one. And they're building boosters left and right. So I think we got spoiled with that, and we all wanted to see another catch, and we're going to see another catch in the future. This time, they said, no, let's just land it. By the way, where the booster landed, potentially on future flights, we could see a ship landing somewhere in the Gulf just off of that. I mean, probably they're going to do the Pacific first, but we'll see. The regulatory people let them fly over. But we're going to see some amazing stuff going forward.
Absolutely. How much longer until that Raptor relight?
like 12 minutes, 37 minutes after T plus 37,
Yeah,
right?
12 minutes from that burn.
And then coming up, we've got like later launches. We've got in-flight refueling
Oh,
and
look at that.
tracer target.
That
What a time.
that comms tower has taken a bit of damage.
Well, you know what it also means as well? They can clear the roadblock with that stand and lift, because they will not need that. Silver lining, people. Silver lining.
Absolutely. And again, the next flight is not that far away. The next catch attempt for sure is not that far away, because we expected, I would say early February and late
Yeah.
January, somewhere in there.
I
That's
might slip
probably
into
realistic.
March. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
And
late
that's fine.
February, early March. Yeah.
It's the first V2 ship.
If I had to consult my crystal space ball.
I forgot mine at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's time. I'm getting on. Am I allowed to present something, Kevin?
It's time.
Let's go. Let's show something from this, because we like sonic booms here, and we have something special here for you prepared.
Ooh.
Look at that. Pauline finished this just a few hours ago, and I think it's a very, very, very cool design. Not only available on apparel and mugs, but also on stickers. Our Sonic Vibes shirt
Nice.
that is now available to celebrate all of these cool sonic booms. Did you hear Sonic Boom, Gene?
I did not. I did not hear the sonic boom of the booster. I was looking up in the air because I didn't have any camera, so I was looking up in the air, and I may have, but I heard obviously the roar of the rocket when it launched. But that's a beautiful design. I need one of those. Save me one of those, Adrian. And that's a debut. You're just showing that for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. We just showed that for the first time, and stand by. There might be prints coming from our photographers, because they are still working on that. Go to shop.nasaspaceflight.com and get that, and get the patch. The patch is very much still amazing. I don't think it's any less amazing because they didn't go for a catch. It's still
Chad is saying we should stop testing on bananas, the poor banana.